Hey everyone, my name is James and welcome back to ChippysCouch. So we're back for another day of Terraria Masochist mode. Now today's episode should be a lot of fun. We're going to do a couple of hard mode boss fights. And if you didn't get the chance to see yesterday's episode, we tried to take down Skeletron Prime. But unfortunately, towards the end of the fight, that boy slapped me down with a brand new attack where he flung out like 8 arms. Some of them had flamethrowers, some of them didn't. And he spun at me almost like a rip tire yo-yo. It was kind of amazing. So I'm excited to get to that point today. But then after that, I also want to try my hand at the twins. But I will be honest, you guys have made me really nervous for this fight. I thought I was going to go in and just be completely fine. You know, nothing to worry about. It's just the twins. Just a little bit of masochist mode. But now I'm really worried because after I posted the video, everyone was like, oh boy, can't wait for him to die to the twins. So either you have little faith in me, you know I'll die, basically no faith, right? Or you know that it's going to be awful, right? It's going to be awful. That's probably what it is, because you guys are pretty nice to me. It's going to be awful. So I wanted to make a new item based solely on the comments. I'm putting a lot of faith in WikiGang, right? WikiGang came out strong last night once I posted the episode. We'll talk about that in a second. But one of the things everyone recommended was an endless quiver, but for a certain type of arrow. So apparently now, in the Fargos mod, you can make an endless quiver with like different arrows. So rather than having this one, you can make it out of jester arrows, hellfire arrows, holy arrows. You know, you get the idea, right? And going into this today, I was going to make it out of holy arrows. I still probably will if I've got enough stuff. But you were all saying that these have been nerfed, apparently. Now, I didn't notice a nerf in the episode. You guys are right. Like, don't get me wrong. You guys are right. If they've been nerfed, they've been nerfed. But what I was thinking is, these were actually pretty good yesterday. Like, they almost got us through the fight. I just needed a slightly better arena, I think, personally. So I think I might still do it because they're pretty high damage. Look at that, 20 range damage. But then looking at this, I can see that this is 26 range damage. But the only thing is, a lot of these mechanical bosses don't take debuffs, so this would not be as good as this. Well, to be honest, it would be, right? Because the range is higher, which makes it a higher damage output. So what I'll do is, if I try this and it doesn't work, I'll make this, and we'll see if we can get that to work. So yeah, talking about the WikiGang, I think you all know what I forgot yesterday. So I forgot that you can't buy leaf wings during the day. And I actually genuinely forgot that. And I'm kind of surprised as somebody who's played so many hours of Terraria. But what do you expect? I'm a moron. And I'll be honest with you, I had my mind on other things yesterday. I was really just thinking about Assassin's Creed. I spent the whole yesterday playing it. And then even mid-episode, I took a break to go play some more. So clearly I was on a different path. So I need 4,000 of these. I already went ahead and made sure to get all of the arrows. So 4,200. Your boy is rich. So let me head over here. This is how you make it, right? You just slap on one of these. And look at that. Endless Holy Quiver. Man, you boys are coming in big. Thank you very much for the tip. Hopefully it works very well. If it doesn't work very well, don't worry. It's just me being a moron. I can make my way through this. Alright, it's almost night time. I've just been like lingering around, watching some like random stuff on YouTube. Mostly about Star Wars. I'm just watching anything that YouTube recommends about Star Wars at the minute. I'm not even like a big Star Wars fan. For some reason, any video I'm like, ooh, how did they film that one scene in the desert? Yeah, let me just click on that. I don't know where I'm at these days. I did see the new Star Wars. It was interesting. It was very interesting. As a very casual fan, it was very entertaining to watch. Has anybody seen the new Star Wars? It's a bit out there. It's a little bit goofy. It's not too bad. I think if you're a Star Wars fan, you'd probably hate it. That's all I could think when I was watching. I was like, God, if you love Star Wars, you'd hate this. Right, so I went ahead and built the big platform. We're going to see if... Thanks, Skeletron Prime. Then if you guys picked up on that little move right there. So as I headed all the way to the left, he spawned on the right. Am I right, boys? So I didn't make any changes to the character after the attempt yesterday. I really like what we did yesterday. I thought it was interesting. I want to make sure that I don't outrun this dude. So I thought, you know, just keep with the Crimson Hearts, keep with the arrows. and just see what happens, right? See if we can make some more magic happen. Like I said, I did think it was because I should probably just keep heading right and then left and just, you know, firing down my barrage of insane arrows. And I'm thinking it's going to work. I'm thinking it's going to work. I am pretty rusty at Terraria, though. Because I took such a long break off at Christmas, and then also played the Switch edition, which is like a really bad idea. I need to keep reminding myself not to play it like mid-season of you know, one of our little series, right? Because I always lose my my force with the controls. This little Star Wars reference for you there. You guys under the force. Am I right, boys? Am I right? That's it. You guys are going to be Star Wars gang next. First it's going to be Assassin's Creed gang. And then it's going to be Star Wars gang. That's what we're going to get started. Man, I could run an Assassin's Creed channel. God, I got so much to say about that game franchise. I could just go on and on and on. Especially now that I'm like 22 and I'm playing it even more than I was when I enjoyed it when I was young. Kind of crazy. I got into Assassin's Creed and Terraria in the same year, I'm pretty sure. My path led me on one... You know what I mean? My life led me on one path, right? This could be us, right? We could be called ChippysCouch. I could be like doing tours of Florence and stuff. Man, be a good time. Instead, here I am, trying to kill Skeletron with like 8 arms. So this fight is going great so far, but I remember that the fight last night was pretty much the exact same, wasn't it? It was like just all good until you got to the end. I do still stand by the fact that I do think we should get upgraded Skeletron hands. So I'm actually thinking about making the flamethrower, and I don't think it's something I've ever made in a Let's Play before. I always skip it, or I get it from some kind of like modded bag, and it's like a slightly altered version of the flamethrower. It's like, here's the red flamethrower, and it fires out. Oh god, oh god, oh god, oh god. So that was not great. I got confusion and then couldn't move. So that wasn't the best. I'm going to try the twins. We're going to try the twins out. But yeah, I was thinking about making the flamethrower because I thought it'd be really good for the destroyer, like a lot of fun, a bit different. And I thought the flamethrower attack yesterday was so cool, but you know, based on that fight, what am I gonna make? Diddly squat, boys, diddly squat. I'm actually quite surprised about how many of you were shocked that I said the word famalam yesterday instead of family. I was really surprised by that. I think I've been saying that word for I don't know how many years. Okay, so here we go. Here is the twins. Let's see what's different. So we got flaming eyeballs straight away with a charge. So this reminds me a little bit of death mode so far, because death mode starts in the second phase, and then it doesn't allow you to continue until you've reached a certain point or something like that. So I'd say so far this is pretty normal. I'm going to try and run the same approach that I do for a lot of the twins fight, which is essentially just trying to keep it in a nice big loop. The only problem is I don't really have good jump speed right now, and I definitely rely on jump speed for a lot of my boss fights. It's weird. I feel so sluggish and wrong in Terraria without really good jump height now. Okay, so far I would say it's all been pretty manageable. Okay, well this is clearly not manageable. So now it's faster with flamethrowers. So what do you do here? Do you just keep tapping and swinging left? So I think maybe this will be one of those fights where I have to... Whoa, are you kidding? There's a giant Moon Lord laser. Are you joking right now? What are you meant to do against that? What are you meant to do against that? Are you meant to, like, what? Flip around it? There's another eyeball. How are you meant to... Masochist mode, how are you meant to deal with that one? You know what? I gave you a pass on the Wall of Flesh. I thought, you know what? The Wall of Flesh, that's a tough boss fight. But this one seems like it's going to be even worse. What do you do against that? I need to like equip this. For sure, I need better flight speed or just something different. There were two pretty interesting attempts. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait until the next night and I'm going to do... I almost feel like the Destroyer would be a great pick to do. Because the Destroyer would be great with all of these arrows, right? It may not pierce in the way that it's meant to because of the nerf, I'm assuming. But I feel like it would be good. And then maybe we can farm out for Hallowed Armor. Maybe that could work. Do you need all the souls to make Hallowed Armor? Let me actually check that, because I'm not too sure about that one. Wiki gang already know. Hallowed chess piece. No, okay, you don't. You just need to farm it out. All right, well, I'll make that, and then we'll come back next night, and we'll see what we can do. All right? So, yeah, one thing, like, worth keeping in mind is that if I do want to swap to the other arrows, for example, I can just jump into here and purchase them. And this is what I did when I was basically wanting to get more holy arrows as well. This is, like, part of a mod. So if you're wondering, like, how am I just going to, like, pull 100 of these, you know, out of nowhere? You can just buy them. It's pretty convenient. I do wish you could do the same with souls, but I wouldn't know how you would, like, balance that, because it's kind of a challenge to get a bit of souls, you know? It's not too easy. All right, so buff, and then we'll do destroyer first. The thing is, I actually want to do it here, but I do fear for my NPC's life. So this is either going to go, like, one of two ways. This is either going to be the easiest of the three, in my opinion, or it's going to be, like, absolutely dreadful. And I do feel like it's going to be absolutely dreadful, knowing masochist mode, right? I also took off my obsidian shield and swapped it out for jump height. Am I a moron? We'll find out. Together, though, right? We're in this to win this. Together, lads. Now, I swear to you, if this one has a Moonlord laser, masochist mode is over. The series is done, okay? Keep that in mind, right? Look, it won't be my fault. It'll be masochist mode's fault, okay? This is almost just as bad, but we're going to give it a pass, all right? Oh, my God. Oh, my God. Why? Why is there that? Why is that a thing? Did it despawn? I almost feel like it should despawn. I'm, like, heading so far out from it. Oh, there you go. Boss curse is like, here it is. Oh, God. Wyverns as well. This is not what you want. You also don't want to be, like, stuck in a hole when the destroyer's on the loose. So this is where the obsidian shield would have came in big. I can't fly. I can't do anything. So that actually knocked off all of my buffs, like before, and debuffed me. So that was the mystery from yesterday. Scooby-Doo was on the case. So that's the destroyer. I do feel like I squandered my opportunity there. That doesn't feel like a fair attempt, but it is what it is. And it was bad. It was not a good fight. So I do want to do Skeletron again and see if I can do this one properly. So I might be silent for a little bit, try and focus in. But that definitely confirms my theory about yesterday, that Wyverns strip away debuffs. I'm actually surprised that I had any in my my inventory to use then, because that's what happened to me yesterday. Okay. Gonna begin. And it did the same thing. Spawned on the right. Alright, so I'm at this point in the Skeletron Prime fight, and all it seems to do is fire out missiles. But I'm noticing... Oh, there you go. There's a hand. So I think I'm doing more damage today than I was yesterday. I'm a little bit more calm around it, because I know that it's not really going to do too much until it starts spinning out the arms. What I was about to say is, oh, it's not spinning out arms. And then, you know what it did? It just popped a few arms out. Alright, fam. Okay, so just a few arms more. That's just what you needed. Just get a few more arms in there. Yeah, sure, why not? I'm cool with it, Skeletron Prime. So I think what you might have to do is circle around the boss during this, I guess. I guess that's the only way to avoid all the arms, right? You just circle around. Oh, I don't think you... Oh, okay. So I don't think you can actually deal damage to the arms. You just have to avoid their attacks. So this last phase is going to be a lot more difficult than I first thought. I really thought it'd be more of a case of like, oh, you can just dispatch them. You just, you know, and once you dispatch them, then the rest of the fight's going to be a lot easier. I got 20 seconds left on a heal. What do you guys think? Surviving or not? Probably not, right? Please, flamethrower, be good to me. Oh god. Oh god. Oh god, it's so hard. It's such a rough fight. I want to beat it though, I really do. Oh god, it's so expensive to craft. Oh, man, that got me tense. That one was good. I enjoyed that. Now I've got to wait for another night. I feel like masochist mode should add a switcheroo to the night. I'd love if there was an item that just allowed you to just keep spawning it in. You know what I mean? Let me make one of these bad boys. Thank you very much. Okay, I'll wait until the next night. We'll do it some more. Have I still got my combi man alive? Oh, hell yeah, boy. Okay, new night. So I was talking about New Year's resolutions yesterday. And it was nice. I got to read some of yours. It's good. It's nice that I'm not like the only one that sets them and sticks to them. because I feel like they're a little bit cliche. Somebody once said that, well, this, like I say, somebody once said as if it was a great philosopher. I'm literally talking about my own comments, but somebody said yesterday that, and this is like a generic phrase, I'm sure, but they were like, if you have to wait until New Year's, then it's something you don't believe in already. Do you get what I mean by that? And I thought that's pretty interesting, but I do have a contradiction to that, and my contradiction was my one about energy drinks. And the reason why I stopped drinking them was because I was really ill on New Year's, and I was on the phone, right, to this like out of service doctor basically, because you know there's no doctors working on New Year's Day, and they were like, oh, you have symptoms of a heart attack coming on or whatever, right? And I was thinking about it, and I was like, God, if I had a heart attack, I'd probably deserve it because of how many energy drinks I drink a day. And then that was my motivation to be like, all right, you're done. You're done with them. So it's one of those things where it's like, it's just really good timing. You know what I mean? Just to contradict it. But I don't know what I'm going to do for this year. I do know that 2020 is probably going to be one of the most important years in my life. And that's really dawned on me recently. So one of the things I want to achieve this year, one of the things I have to achieve, is I'm going to buy a house at the end of the year. And I say have because I'm currently in a renting contract right now. And I want to make sure that I bought a house before the contract runs out. And to do that within safe timing would be the end of the year. So it's going to be a really important year for me. Like, it's going to be strange. Like, for a lot of you that have been watching me for many years, you know, it's not all of you, but that's cool. You know, I started this channel when I was like 14, and I know a lot of you watched me grow up, so this feels like it's going to be a really important year, but it's going to be good because it's going to give me just a lot of freedom with what I want to do with my own office and such, and yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. I think it's going to be a great year. I want to do some more traveling this year because I did a lot of traveling this year and I really enjoyed it, but I think you could always do more, right? You can always venture out a little bit further, and there's a lot of places that I'd like to go to. And, I don't know, this year's just been great. I've really enjoyed this year, and if I can just take a little bit of that, cram it into next year, that'd be pretty great. So maybe my resolution is to just enjoy it as much as I enjoyed this year, because this year was great. I just remembered that one of the things I was going to make was better healing potions, because I have all the stuff from the crystal shards and the pixie stuff and all that. Your boy forgot to make it, although I did just pop a heal then, so that's pretty great. I do think I'm going to lose this fight, and I'm a little bit gutted about it because, you know, I don't want to do this fight forever. And this seems like, out of the three, this one seems, I don't know, I never got to fully see the destroyer, as you guys saw, because I was more, like, scared and running away from it, and I think that kind of bugged up a lot of it. But I do feel like this one's the easiest out of the three. Wow, we got really close then. So I think the next jump cut will be me winning the fight. I don't want to, like, you know, show it a million times. I want to keep you guys interested. Always got to be moving forward, haven't we, boys? But I do think I can beat it. I just think I just need, like, one more attempt. Just to focus in a little bit more. Okay, cool. Right, can I make another skull? Oh, that's the best. That's the best when you can just make it straight out. You don't have to think about farming. This is going to be our last attempt, though. So we got on fire debuff. Can you negate on fire debuff with, like, obsidian skin? That's what I'm curious about. I don't feel like there's a... I don't know. I don't know. I don't feel like obsidian skin will work. But just to check it out, I'm going to slap an obsidian skin and see if that works. Alright, so for this fight, I decided to swap over to the cursed arrows. And I don't know if it's placebo, because I'm using something and I'm like being a little bit more observant. And I'm like, yeah, surely that must be doing more. But that being said, it actually does seem like it's doing quite a bit more damage. So I'm curious to see how this will go for the entire fight. I wonder what kind of nerf that it was doing before. Like, I wonder if it was nerfing, like, the immunity frames, which you guys like to talk about, or if it nerfed damage, like, a whole bunch. I don't actually know, so I am curious to find out. Everybody was talking about it being nerfed, but nobody said exactly what the nerf was. So I'm curious. If you do know, please let me know with a comment. But I think you guys are right. I mean, you guys are, like, always right. Come on. It's the Wiki Gang, right? But I am almost dead. So I do wonder if that is because... I don't know. I'm just probably being worse because I'm thinking about it. Do you know what I mean? It's alright. We get to pop a heal in a second, my boys. Pop a heal. There we go. Alright. I'm going to be silent for a little bit and try and concentrate a little bit more because clearly still not amazing. I'm back up to full health now, so this feels a lot better. So it's worth keeping in mind. I think it's about to spit out its arms now, though. Like, I think this is just a bit before. Alright, so I got it down to 2,600-ish. I think that's probably going to be it for today. I did get it so close, though. I was so proud of that. That one was good. I don't know what I would do better for tomorrow. I almost feel like it's a bit like potluck sometimes, you know? As it's like swinging its arms around. You've either got like a good chance of hitting it or like a bad chance of hitting it. But I do feel like the arrows made a difference. I really appreciate that feedback. Right, so that's going to do it for today's episode, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you did enjoy today's episode, please be sure to give the video a big fat thumbs up. Tomorrow is New Year's Eve. I can't believe it. I can't believe we're in 2020 almost. It's kind of amazing. Right, have a great one, guys. Hopefully you're all safe and yeah, enjoy New Year's. I don't know if I'm posting tomorrow. That's why I say this. If I do end up posting, I wish you all another New Year's. But if not, have a great one. Be safe. Don't get too drunk. Am I right, fam? Don't be falling in any rivers, right? That's quite a common thing. Getting drunk and falling in a river. Google it. It happens a lot. It's kind of like scarily common. Genuinely. Be safe, boys. Don't go near any rivers. Right, in a bit. Bye.